All right, folks, we are back live again. Thanks for joining us here on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Having a little technical difficulties here, folks. The game that said was upcoming, it kind of got messed up. So, anyway, let me quickly tell you who's on the mound. It is Zane on the mound for the Gnats, as the Gnats are our home team, and against the Central Florida Flex. And behind the plate is Brooks. Coming up for the Flex, let's go through the lineup there real quick, and I'll get into all the other administrative stuff in a minute. But it's going to be Bradley, followed by Kenny, Alex, Wesley, Marcus, Peyton, Jalen, Bryce, Talon, Julian, and Colton. Bradley will lead it off. On deck will be Kenny. Again, on the mound is Zane. Behind the plate is Brooks for the Gnats. I'm not sure what happened to my early feed setups. It didn't quite work out the way I had hoped. So we will make those adjustments later. But here we go. First pitch from Zane, and we're underway. Ball inside. And it's a 1-0 count to Bradley. Zane gets his sign. There's a line shot into right center field. That's getting down for a hit. And Bradley leads things off for the Central Florida Flex here in the top of the first with a single. So 2 pitches, nice line shot. We got underway just a little bit early. The game wasn't supposed to start till 11, but we are ahead of schedule, which is a good thing, as they are predicting storms later this afternoon. There goes Bradley, ball low, and Bradley's going to be in the second base very easily. So it's a 1-0 count. Called strike, and now it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Zane gets his sign, sets and delivers. Ball low, and it's 2-1. Bradley remains at second base. Pitch, foul tip into the glove, and that's going to make it 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, just getting underway here in the top of the first inning. Game number 2, throw 'em the heater, 13U Open pool play on field number 2 and Joe DiMaggio Sports Complex here in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. As you can see, some clouds are starting to pour in a little bit. If you compare that to the game footage earlier, you'll see that it was clear blue skies all the way around. Foul ball out of play. It's 2-2. We just got underway. Again, thanks for joining the Throw 'em the Heater tournament, broadcasted by Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I'm Doc, your commentator throughout the day. This is game number 2 on field 2 at Joe DiMaggio Sports Complex. It's a ball in the dirt, and now it counts full. I want to thank Tampa Bay USSSA for putting on this tournament and the tireless efforts of tournament director Tim Labus for his work. We had a lot of rain. He did a great job making sure that the tournament could go on as scheduled. Foul ball, and we remain 3-2. Just got a piece of it off the end of the bat. Also want to thank our sponsor, visit stpclearwater.com. Tomorrow will be 12U action, bracket play at Canal Park. That's slated to begin at 9 a.m. And it's called strike 3. And that is 1 out. That's going to bring in Alex. Bradley remains at second base. Had the leadoff single. There's a pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. Apologies for slacking on the scoreboard there. Again, Bradley down at second base gets his lead. Zane gets his sign. He delivers home. It's a little bit up, and it's 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Ball just off the plate. Oh, actually, no. Strike on the outside corner. And it's 1-2. Nice job. Nice ball placement by Zane. And nice frame job by Brooks as well. And the pitch. Down the middle. Foul ball down the third base line. Flex coach fields it. Back to the pitcher. And it remains 1-2. Wesley's on deck. Wesley will be the pitcher for Central Florida Flex. Behind the plate will be Alex, who is on deck. Oh, I'm sorry. I at the plate. Sorry, at the plate. There's the pitch. Up just a little bit, and it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. So it makes it 3-2. And the pitch. Ball 4 off the plate. And runners now at first and second with a 1-out walk. Brings in Wesley. Marcus on deck. Again, thanks for joining us here on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Pinch runner, I think number 4. That's and the pitch. Ball low. And it's 1-2. 1-2 from Zane. Swing and a miss. There goes the runners. Both are there. And that is strike 3. It's ball 1 to Marcus. Peyton on deck.
42. Base open, stay out of the middle.
I believe that is a 1-1 count now on Marcus. Ground ball, first base side, foul. And it's 1-2 now. Validate that with the umpire if he holds up his fingers like he has been. We'll find out. And he does, and we are correct. All right. Yeah, so I understand we've been losing the feed a little bit, so not sure what's going on there. Foul back out of play. It still will remain 1-2. So I'm not sure what's going on there. We are in Clearwater. Kind of bouncing back and forth, but we will do our best to try to make sure that we give you the best coverage Ball up and inside. And it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. No score yet. That's Bradley at third, Kenny at second. Ball high, and counts full. Swing and miss. Oh, foul tip, actually. Bounced off the glove, and it will be 3-2 again. Did foul tip it just barely. There's a ball in the dirt. Brooks keeps it right there with him. Prevents a run from coming in. That'll load the bases. That'll bring in Peyton. Jalen's on deck. Here's the pitch. Pop foul. Plenty of space for Sam. Makes the catch in foul territory. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 left on base. At the end of a half inning, it's the flex 0. Gnats coming to bat. For the Gnats, it's going to be William, Will, and Zane. This is Doc and the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment. Sorry about that, folks. We're back. Warm-up's finished. Wesley, I believe the account currently is 2-0. My apologies, folks. I believe it's 3-0 from Wesley. Again, Alex behind the plate. I could be wrong. Could be 2-1, but we'll find out in a second. Swing and a miss. And I'll get the exact count in a second. That's 2-2. All right, so I was wrong. I did miss that first swing and a miss, so apologies. 2-2 count. Ball high, and that's 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch from Wesley. Ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly. Over to first. One away. That brings in Will. Zane's on deck. And the pitch. Ball outside. That's a 1-0 count. There's a strike on low around the knees in the outside corner. Strike 2 on the outside corner. And Wesley quickly ahead in the count. And the 1-2, ball 2. 2-2 count. Nice stop by Alex behind the plate. It's a 2-2 count. 1 out so far. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 2 outs. That'll bring in Zane. Sam's on deck. Nice job by Wesley coming back and getting the out. Wesley looks in, gets a sign from Alex. Delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Sam is on deck. Ball outside. 1-1. So last game, Zane went 0 for 0. He walked once and hit by pitch. Sam walked and went 0 for 1. It's called strike, and now it is 1-2. And here's the 1-2 from Wesley. Call strike 3 on the outside corner, and that's 3 out. So 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left at the end of 1. Gnats 0, Flex 0. Coming up for the Flex is going to be Jalen, Bryce, and Talon. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Here's the first pitch. Pop fly. Second baseman calls it. Makes the catch. That's Braden. And that is one away. So one pitch, one out here in the top of the second inning. Called strike, and it's an 0-1 count. All right, so Bryce is up, Talon on deck. Zane gets a sign, delivers to Brooks in the dirt. Nice stop by the umpire. And that's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Zane delivers. Ball high, and it's 2-1. So again, thanks for joining us here. Please subscribe, like, share, follow, like, and share. I said it like that because YouTube was first, Facebook was second. We are simulcast on both platforms. Glad to have you no matter what platform you're watching on. It's a foul tip off the end of the bat. And it's 2-2. Field is in perfect condition. Perfect conditions as far as the weather goes here. It's absolutely fantastic. Zane delivers the 2-2 just a bit inside. And now it's 3-2. Bryce was facing a little chin music there on that one. And here's a full count pitch. Pop foul out of play. And we'll do 3-2 again. Again, Talon's on deck. Coming up after this game will be the Panthers and the Wahoos. There's a fly ball into right field. Nice catch by Braden. Went way to his left, snags the pop fly, and that is 2 outs. Both outs have been Braden. Great job out there on second base. That makes it 2 down. That brings in Talon. Julian on deck. Call strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Let's see if Braden can get the trifecta here. With the pitches coming on the outside corner, it's likely to happen. So we'll see. And the pitch. Ball low and outside. It's 1-1. Pitch. Pop foul right here. Brooks is back on it. Couldn't quite get to it. And it is a 1-2 count. I'll tell you, those pop fouls behind the plate are very tough. Especially when you got the sun in your eyes. Pitch. Pop fly on the infield. Shortstop's under it. Makes a catch. And that would be Caden. And that's 3 outs. So 3 up, 3 down for the Flex. At the end of 1.5, it's still a scoreless ball game. Coming up for the Gnats in the bottom of the second is going to be Sam, Cannon, and Jesse. Again, after this game, the 1 o'clock game will feature the Florida Panthers, who we saw just before this game, win that game 65 and a comeback in the fourth. And the next game, sorry, it's the Panthers versus the St. Pete Wahoos. It's the first time I think we've covered their 13U team. All right, warm-ups are just about done. Again, thanks for joining us here. We really appreciate it. If you can help the channel grow, that's going to help us tremendously with getting sponsors and advertisers. Doesn't cost you anything except for click of a button to like, subscribe, and share. More importantly, share. But likes help us get noticed out further with other people and helps us get some more subscribers. So, whatever you can do to help us grow, that would be great, because we do this for you, those who can't be here physically. We can bring the game to you. Also, the plan would be to enhance some things on the field, also some interactions with the players and coaches, as well as the parents, and then hopefully some additional broadcasters. So right now, it is yours truly, Doc, who is the only broadcaster. So any help I can get in the broadcast arena to help us expand our coverage would be great, because I know, I will tell you, it means so much to those who can't be here. I couldn't tell you the countless stories I've gotten from folks on just being able to do it and seeing their relative hit a home run for their very first time. So a lot of memories. And again, thanks all of you for your support. There's a pitch by Wesley, fouled off by Sam, and it's a 0-1 count. On deck is Cannon. We are here in the top of the second inning. Or sorry, bottom of the second. My apologies, folks. Sam calls time, steps out of the box. Ball in the dirt. It's 1-1. So Wesley got, in the bottom of the first, got William to ground to third. Will struck out and Zane struck out. So he struck out 2 of the 3. Nice pitch. And quickly ahead, 1-2. Yeah, ahead in the count, 1-2. Pitch. 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ball off the plate. Sam's worked it back to a full count. And the pitch. It's a line shot in the right center field. That's going to get down. It's going to go all the way to the fence. And Sam will hold for a very, very long single to lead things off here in the bottom of the first inning. There's a pitch. Cannon shows bunt, pulls back. Actually, he didn't pull back. Called strike 1. I get on my scorekeeper. He's not doing a good job keeping up with the scoreboard. Apologies, folks. I have to have a little chat after the game. There's a bunt up the first base line, foul. And it's going to be 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to Cannon. Sam's at first. Nobody out. No score. Bottom of the second inning. Jesse's on deck. Sam gets his lead. Wesley gets his sign. Delivers home. Ball outside. And it's 1-2. So Wesley has a couple pitches he can play with here, as he is well ahead of the count, which he's been in most every at-bat. And delivers. Fly ball, center field. Center fielder's coming in. Makes the catch. And that is 1 out. That brings in Jesse. Mason on deck. And folks, if you happen to be outside today, make sure that you stay hydrated. Get you nice cold water, adult beverage if that's your choice, or a nice cold beverage of any kind. There's a strike on the outside corner to Jesse, and it's an 0-1 count. Just no matter what, stay hydrated. Of course, if you come out this afternoon and look in the sky, you'll be hydrated that way too, because it's going to rain later. Hopefully not here. Call strike 2 quickly. Jesse's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Ball low. Sam's still at first base after the leadoff single. And the pitch. Fly ball in the left field. Left fielder's under it. Makes a catch. And that's 2 outs. Mason steps in. Caden on deck. Sam still remains at first base. Wesley gets a sign. He comes set and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
That's what I want, because look, the catcher's working. He's doing good. He's bringing it back, but them.
And the pitch. Ball low. Yeah, it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery to Mason. 2-2 off the plate. As he watched that one come in outside in the batter's box. Foul ball comes onto the field. The umpire thanks the other field again for a free baseball. And things move forward. It's a pop foul again off the backstop post. And we'll do 2-2 again. Sam remains at first base. Again, apologies for the earlier pause in the video. And that's ball 3. So full count now to Mason. Mason's worked it back after quickly going down 0-2. It's a great at bat so far for him. Here's the payoff pitch from Wesley. Ball 4. And Mason is issued a 2-out walk, moving Sam to second. Caden steps in. Case on deck. And the first pitch from Wesley way outside. Gets away from Alex. Sam is going to try to go to third, and he is out. So, Caden will be up to bat. In the next inning. Actually, he will lead off the inning. All right, so no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. At the end of 2 innings, it still remains a 0-0 ball game. Coming up in the top of the 3rd for Central Florida Flex is Julian, Colton, and then back to the top of the order with Bradley. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Top of 3rd. Ball high to Julian. We're underway here in the top of the 3rd inning. Again, thanks for joining us here on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network's broadcast of From the Heater tournament put on by Tampa Bay USSSA. And, of course, tournament director Tim Labus for all his tireless work. Thank you. And our sponsor, businessapclearwater.com. That's ball 2 to Julian. And the pitch. Ball up and inside. That's ball 3 now. Zane is still on the mound. Actually, we had a catching change and I missed the number. Looks like maybe it's not Sam. I'm going to go with Cannon, perhaps. That's ball 4. Julian's on. And it looks like it is number 4, Cannon. Now behind the plate. So a leadoff walk issued to Julian to start things off here in the top of the 3rd inning. Colton's on deck. Or I'm sorry, Colton's at the plate now. Bradley's on deck, back to the top of the order. And Zane goes to first base. Julian is back, trying to keep him close. And there goes Julian. There's a bunt right back to Zane. Zane fields it to first base. That is 1 away. So that moves Julian to second. 1 out. Puts a runner in scoring position. So Bradley singled his first time up. Made it all the way to third base. And we'll see if the Flex can put the first one across in this one. Right back up the middle. Base hit. And here comes the throw home. Up the line, not in time. The Flex take the lead, 1-0 on an RBI single by Bradley. He's 2 for 2 today. Went to second base on the throw. All right, that brings in Kenny. Kenny's 0 for 1. Essentially, on that one, ball gets past Cannon. That allows Bradley to go over to third base on the wild pitch. And that's a 1-0 count to Kenny. Alex on deck. Gnats will put one across, threatening again. Pop foul out of play. And it's 1-1. And 1-1 pitch. Foul ball again. And it is 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on, 1 run across, top of the third inning. That's Bradley at third. And the pitch. Foul ball again as Kenny's hanging tough. And we'll do the 1-2 pitch, 1 ball, 2 strike pitch again. Wow, tongue twister. Say that again real fast. So we got started about 10 minutes early. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike, throw to first, but that allows Bradley to come home. He scores and extends the lead 2-0 on the drop third strike. That makes 2 outs. And the Flex lead it 2-0. That brings in Alex. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. That's 1-0. So, I mean, overall, Zane's pitching a great game. Couple singles, but, 1 earned run so far. Well, actually, fewer earned runs, but one of them on a hit. There's a wild pitch. Gets away. Nobody on base. It's 2-0, so no harm, no foul. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Same place. Ball 3. Alex is on deck. I'm sorry, Alex is at the plate. Wesley's on deck. And 3-0 to Alex. Ball 4. And Alex is on. It brings in Wesley. So 2-out walk issued by Zane. Beautiful blue sky with some big white puffy clouds. A little tad touch of gray in it. The clouds are kind of picking up. Pinch runner going in for, it's going to be Kenny. Running again for Alex. And the pitch goes Kenny. Ball dropped, and Kenny will easily go into second base. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Kenny at second in place of pinch running for Alex. A 1-0 count to Wesley. Foul ball right back at us. And it's 1-1. Zane gets Kenny caught in the rundown. Let's see what happens here. They're shortening the distance finally between them and the runner, and finally they get him. And Wesley will lead things off in the top of the 4th, as that is 3 outs. All right, so 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, but 1 left on. Or excuse me, 0 left on, because that was the last out. At the end of 2.5, it's the Flex 2 Gnats coming up, and that's going to be Caden, Case, and Brooks. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment. And you are welcome. We're back as warm-ups continue. Wesley's still on the mound. Alex still behind the plate. Coming up again for the Gnats is in the bottom of the 3rd. It's going to be Caden, followed by Case, and then Brooks. So last game, let's take a quick look. Caden was 0 for 2. Brooks 0 for 1. And Case 0 for 1. There's the first pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. And the bottom of the 3rd's underway. As Caden falls behind the count. 0-1. Ball outside. It's 1-1 now. Ball 2. It's a pop fly, center field. Nice catch by the center fielder. More of a line shot. And that is 1 away. Apologies about the score mess up there. My fat fingers hit the wrong button. I mean, the scorekeeper did that. Ball just a bit inside to Case. And the count is 1-0. Brooks is on deck. Ball outside off the plate. Makes it 2-0. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Ball high. 3-0 now. And the pitch. Called strike. And this is really the first time Wesley has been that far behind in the count. So unusual indeed. Foul ball out of play. Off the fence, or the cage behind, in front of us. And now it's 3-2. So after going 3 straight balls, Wesley's come back with 2 straight strikes to Case. And we're standing at a full count. Here's the payoff pitch from Wesley. Ball 4. And Case is on with a 1-out walk. That brings in Brooks. Whalen on deck. Case gets his lead. Whalen checks, comes home. But pop up to Whalen, Wesley. Wesley makes the catch. And that is 2 down. Just went for the high pitch and popped it straight up. Couldn't get on top of it to knock it down. That's 2 outs. Whalen steps in. Braden's on deck. Case gets his lead. Called strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Alex sets up. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first. Not in time. That's 0-2 now. What's interesting was Alex set up in the batter's box, and the pitch come back across the plate and swung on a miss by Whalen. So fortunate for them, that ball is pitched into the batter's box, and it's a 1-0 count to see if they could get him swinging on that. As here's the pitch. Ball outside. Throws again down. Not in time. Nice throw by Alex. It's 2-2.
He thinks he'll give that a strike.
Ground ball foul. And we'll do 2-2 again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Flex lead at 2-0. Gnats have 1 runner on base. That's Case. Down there at first was issued a walk. Bats have been really quiet for the Gnats. And that hits him. So 2 walks now this inning. That's a hard way to take the walk, but hey, do what you can to get on base. Braden steps in with 2 outs. William on deck. The Gnats have managed to get 1 hit so far this game. Things have been pretty quiet, like I said. Case at first, Whalen at first, Case at second. Ball 1 to Braden. It's a 1-0 count. And the pitch. Call strike on the outside corner. And it's 1-1. Again, thank you all for joining, no matter where you are. So we do this for you. Ball outside, 2-1. Enable you to be here when you can't physically be here. I'm so glad to do that. We've had a lot of great stories that our coverage has we've covered some really cool first times for a lot of players that families otherwise wouldn't have got to see. That's ball 3. 3-1 count now to Braden. There's pitch. That's why our channel needs to grow, so we can continue to expand that. Ball 4. Base is now loaded. That brings in William. William, his first time up, grounded out to third. Let's see if he can turn that around here and get some runs. As 3 straight walks. Well, a walk, pop out to the pitcher, and then 2 more walks has led to the bases being loaded. Ball way outside. That gets away from Alex. Here comes Case, and he's in there. And they cut the lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. That moves Whalen to 3rd, Braden to 2nd. Ball 1 to William. 2-1 ball game. And the pitch. Ball just a little bit up, and it's 2-0. And here's the 2-0 delivery. Called strike on the outside corner. Ball off the plate, and now it's 3-1. So my sources have shared with me, we have a comment from a fan in Taiwan. Welcome, by the way. Thank you so much. And that's ball 4. Bases are loaded again. We'll take a look at that comment in a little bit. That puts William at first. Coach goes out to talk to his pitcher. And we may have a change, as Wesley still has the ball in his hand, though. Maybe not. We'll see. That brings in Will. All right, Wesley does remain in the game. Will steps in. That's William at first, Braden at second, Whalen at third. We'll take a look at that comment between innings. Pitch. Called strike. And Wesley is quickly ahead, 0-1. Again, so far this inning, 1 run across. No errors, just walks and a pass ball on a wild pitch. There's a pop fly on the infield. First baseman's under it, makes a catch. And that is 3 outs. So the Gnats pick up 1 on no hits, no errors, and 3 left. They have left 4 runners this game. At the end of 3, it's the Central Florida Flex 2, Gnats 1. Coming up for Central Florida Flex, it's going to be Wesley, Marcus, and Peyton. This is Doc of the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. I want to thank all 5 of you for subscribing. It means a lot. We're up to 548. I want to thank all 5 of you for sorry you're hearing my voice. I was checking out the comment from our friends in Taiwan. So, again, so thankful to have you aboard. It means a lot. And trying to get back to the comments. I'm having trouble, so my apologies. But thanks again for joining from Taiwan. Fantastic to have you. Again, folks, like I said, well, Taiwan would now be the furthest country away watching our broadcast. I know Norway was our other previous distance one. Now it's Taiwan. So glad to have you aboard. And please spread the word. Get it out there. All right, here we go. Get things underway here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch to Wesley. Pop fly into left field. Left fielder's under it. Makes a catch. And that was Jesse out there making the catch in left field. 1 down. Again, so glad to have all of you aboard, no matter where you are in the world. It's just really cool we had somebody from Taiwan. So thank you so much. Please spread the word across the world, across the globe, across the nation to check out Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network and get us lots more subscribers. Trying to hit 1,000. There's a ball high to Marcus. So if you're joining and you don't know who these teams are, one is the Central Florida Flex, so that's ball 2, obviously from Central Florida. Then we have the South Georgia Gnats. This is game number 2. We're covering them theirs. This is game number 2 today of our coverage out of 4 games here on the Throw 'em the Heater tournament. Strike 1 called. Up next is going to be the St. Pete Wahoos, clearly from St. Petersburg, Florida. And that's ball 3 against Florida Panthers, which I believe is a local team. There's a line shot down the left field line. That went all the way to the fence, but foul. Nice shot. And it's going to make it 3-2 on the batter, Marcus. Peyton's on deck. So Marcus walked his first time up. Peyton is 0 for 1. And the pitch. Fly ball getting to left field. Jesse coming in. Couldn't make the catch. It does get down. I think he lost it in the sun. Hit off the bottom of his glove. We'll have to charge an error to Jesse on that one. And Marcus is on. So still 1 out. Brings in Peyton. Jalen is on deck, who is also 0 for 1. There you go. Marcus, he acted like it was going to go. He did not. Called strike. And it's an 0-1 count to Peyton. Zane, who's still on the mound, I forgot to tell you that, throws over to Sam. And Cannon's still behind the plate, so my apologies for not letting you know that. Here's the pitch. It's a little bit up, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on. It's a 1-run game. So not sure what happened. Marcus, want to make sure he didn't get injured, so he did a little jog up the line. Again, thank you. Wow. I'll read another message from our friend in Taiwan. There's a swing and a miss here in a moment. It's a 1-2 count now to Peyton. There goes Marcus. Ball in the dirt. That gets past Cannon. And Marcus thought about going to third and changed his mind. Cannon gets it over to third base, holds Marcus at second. So we'll call that a pass ball. That's 2-2 to Peyton. And the pitch. Line shot in the right center field. That's going to get down for a hit. And that's going to score Marcus as the throw comes in. And Peyton's on with an RBI single here in the top of the fourth. So the Flex extend their lead. Here in the top of the fourth inning. Brings in Jalen. Bryce on deck. Still 1 out. Zane delivers low and outside for a 1-0 count. And the pitch. Ball just off the plate. 2-0. Pitch. Ball high. 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes to Jalen. Still 1 out, 1 run across, and Peyton at first. It's called strike. It's now 3-1. There goes Peyton. Ball 4. And that puts runners now at first and second. Brings in Bryce. Again, immediately following this game will be the Panthers and the Wahoos. More 13U pull play action in the Throw 'em the Heater tournament. Zane gets a sign, delivers. Pop foul on the bunt. It's 0-1.
Hey, freeze him at 2.
Zane sips off the rubber. As time was called by Bryce. Zane gets a sign, delivers. In the dirt, nice stop by a Cannon. That keeps the runners at first and second. Now it's a 1-1 count now. Beautiful day here in Clearwater, Florida. Joe DiMaggio Sports Complex off of Drew Street. Field number 2. Zane turns, throws to center field. No one there to get the ball. Caden wasn't at second, as Zane may have thought he was supposed to be, but maybe some miscommunication there. Thankfully, no one moved. Zane delivers. Bunt foul. 1-2. That means Bryce will have to swing away and can no longer bunt. Should he? But the reason is, should he bunt and it goes foul, it would be on the third strike. That would be an out. So you can only bunt 2 bunt attempts on the first 2 strikes. Zane turns to go to second. Peyton is back. And the pitch. Pop fly on the infield. Braden's under it. Makes a catch. And that is 2 outs. So 2 down. That brings in Talon. Julian on deck. Peyton at second. Jalen at first. Got a little reprieve from the sun. A little tiny cloud in front of the sun, giving us a little break. There's a pitch by Zane. Ball low. That got away from Cannon, but nobody moved. Again, thanks for joining. So glad to have you on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I don't know if that moved the camera or not. We hope it did not, but if it did, it did. And it's 1-1 now to Talon. If it did, we'll fix it between innings. And the pitch. Pop foul. My trusty source tells me that it is okay. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, 2-run lead for Central Florida Flex. And the pitch. Strike 3, and that is 3 outs. So the Flex pick up 1 on 1 hit. Let's see, 1 error committed and 1 left on base. Or excuse me, 2 left on base. At the end of 3.5, it is the Flex 3, Gnats 1. Coming up for the Gnats is going to be Zane, Sam, and Cannon. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll stay right here with you as we move on. So our friend, let's go back to the chat. If you hear me again, my apologies. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow and like on Facebook as well. This helps our channel grow. We want to bring enhanced capabilities to everyone. So if we hit that 1,000 mark, and then we start putting up some more content this year, we may see some support and be able to get some good advertisers that way. So the more of you that view the videos after the fact, the views are huge. So again, thank you for that. Even view the videos after the fact, the views are so huge. Apologies, you're listening to me. So again, thank you for that. So apologies, you're listening to me. So again, thank you for that. So apologies, you're listening to me. So again, thank you. Again, no matter where you are watching in the world, just really glad to have you. Again, no matter where you are watching in the world, YouTube does provide that capability, as well as Facebook too. You know, we do have it simulcast on Facebook. The videos do remain up there. So doing this on both channels really helps. We did have a catching change. I'm not sure who that is. I'm going to go with Jalen, actually. It could be Kenny, but Alex is at short, so it was a switch between Jalen and Alex, so I'm going to go with Jalen. All right, here we go. Sam steps in. Zane steps in. Ball low and outside. And the bottom of the fourth is underway. And here's the 1-0. 2-0. So 2-0 count. And the 2-0 pitch, ball outside. And now it's 3-0. So Wesley is now behind 3-0. As it's pitcher v. pitcher. And the pitch. Ball high. And 4 straight balls leads to Zane being on first. Let's see if they have a pinch runner for Zane. They do not. Or yes, they do. Looks like it's going to be... Nope. There is not. So Zane will run for himself as Sam steps in. Wesley delivers to the plate. Ball low. And it's now 1-0. So that's 5 straight balls from Wesley. Zane's at first. And the pitch. Ball high. That's 2-0. Pitch. 3-0. I have a feeling we're going to see a mound visit or somebody warming up for the flex here shortly. That's ball 4. So 8 straight balls. Puts runners at first and second. Zane at second, Sam at first. And the coach is going to the mound. And this might be all for Wesley. We'll see in a second. The coach has not asked for the ball yet. And Wesley will remain. So he's going to stick with his pitcher. Here in the bottom of the fourth with 2 on, nobody out. A 3-run game, 2-run lead for the flex. And the pitch. Throw down to second. Throw over to third. Oh, third baseman lost it. That's Alex. Actually, shortstop covering third. Hit his glove, bounced off. Everybody's safe. So the decision, the pitch, I think, was a ball. And the catcher, Jalen, throws down to second behind the runner. They almost had him at third. Matter of fact, if that ball would have been caught, they would have had him. But it turned out differently. Now there's runners at second and third. Nobody out. Tying run is at second in Sam. Here's the pitch. I believe it's ball 2 to Cannon. On deck is Jesse. That's 1-1. So that first pitch was a strike. And the pitch. Ball 2. So 2-1 count. Ball 3, that gets away from Jalen, but Zane holds at third. And it's a 3-1 count. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. With no outs, the go-ahead run is at first. Jesse steps in. Mason's on deck. Coach goes out. That will be all for Wesley. Pitch a good game, so number 13 will step into the pitcher's mound, which is Bryce, as Wesley will be done for the day on the mound. So great job by Wesley, holding the Wahoos to, I'm sorry, Wahoos, what is wrong with me? I got Wahoos on the brain for the next game. Holding the Gnats to 1 run. This is Doc on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Hey, be disciplined because it's a lot slower now. No lunging. You got it, big dog.
I'll just give you a copy of our.
Be aggressive on that first pitch.
I'll send it out to my family and told them to watch. They can't take it, so it's a good feature. Thank you.
Yes, the Flex is leading right now 3-1, but no outs, bases loaded.
Oh,
So,
great situation.
yes, very much. You're welcome. All right, so I was just having a little chat there with the Wahoo's coach. Like I said, I had Wahoo's on the brain. So, and turn around, and there he is. So there you go. Bryce is about done with his warm-ups. Jesse will step in as Cannon's on first. Unless he has a pinch runner, which he may have. Not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it is a pinch runner. And I believe that is Will running, since he's the last out for the Gnats. Jesse steps in. Jesse made a couple great catches out in left field. So Bryce comes into a tight situation here with bases loaded, nobody out, and the pitch. Ball just a little bit low. Now Bryce has nowhere to put Jesse. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Bryce does here. Comes in low again. I don't know what pitch he's throwing, but it's actually maybe a sinker because it's coming in. Looks like it's going to be about at the knees and then just bottoms out before it crosses the plate. Or at least starts to bottom out before it crosses the plate and comes across below the knees. There's a called strike down the middle. It's 2-1. Again, thanks for joining the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network's broadcast of Throw 'em the Heater, put on by Tampa Bay USSSA, sponsored by visitsafetyclearwater.com. There's a base or a ground ball back to the pitcher, and everybody's safe. 2 runs come in. This game is going to be tied. We'll unpack this in a minute. But an error will be charged to the pitcher on that one as 2 runs score. Actually, 2 errors on the throw. And that brings in, like I said, 2 runs. That puts Will at third, Jesse at first. Still nobody out. Mason steps in. And the pitch. Bunts up to first base line. That's going to score Will. And they do get him at first. Jesse moves to second. And the Gnats take a 4-3 lead here in the 4th. All right, I think I got the scoreboard correct. That brings in Caden. Case on deck. Caden, deep fly ball to center field his last time up. That was a ball low. So 1-0 count. And if time matches up with what they did last game, there's a pop fly on the infield. Catcher's on it. Nice catch by Jalen. And that's 2 down. So 2 outs. It's kind of interesting that in the last game, in the 4th inning, the Panthers came back, took the lead by 1, and the game pretty much came to a close. And it's quite interesting that in this one, the Gnats turn it around. They come back in the 4th, take the lead, and we're getting close to time, I think. I might be wrong. Case is going to step in. Brooks is on deck. Case scored his last time up, which got the first run across for the Gnats. And the pitch. Ball low. And it's 1-0. And the pitch. Ball just inside. It's 2-0. So 3 runs across here in the 4th. Throw to second. Jesse's back. Alex gets the ball back to Bryce. Bryce looks in, gets his sign from Jalen, and delivers. Called strike, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, it's really cool. We had our first visitor from Taiwan watching the game. It's so fantastic to have an international community. Our furthest out, that's 2-2 now on Case. Furthest out was Norway that we knew of. And I'm not sure you can beat Taiwan. I guess it depends on which way you go on the map. But that's pretty cool for this channel and Tampa Bay USSSA. Bryce checks the runner at second, which is Jesse's back. 2-2 count to Case. Make that ball 3 and broke down just a little high. A little bit of a breeze coming through. I think it might be courtesy of the Gnats I turned their fan around, and it's given me a little bit of a breeze, which I have to profusely thank them for that. Foul ball, and we'll do 3-2 again. I will double check with them after this inning, assuming that we're not at time. Half swing foul, out of play, and we'll do 3-2 again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. I'm sorry, 2 outs. My apologies. I did not hit the button. 2 outs, folks. Sorry about that. Here is the payoff pitch. Ball 4. And now runners at first and second with a 2-out walk issued to Case. Brings in Brooks. Brooks is 0 for 1. On deck is Whalen. Already, Gnats put 3 across, threatening more. Pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Hey, Brooke. You got it, big man.
And the pitch. Ball up and inside. A little chin music there from Bryce. And it's 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Foul ball right here at the plate. 1-2. So Bryce is quickly ahead of Brooks. And the pitch. Ground ball right back to Bryce. Bryce fields it cleanly. Over to first. And that is 3 outs. But. And let's see. And all right, so Gnats are taking the field, so we will start the top of the 5th. So anyway, the Gnats get 3 on 1 hit, 2 errors, and leave 2. At the end of 3.5, it's the after 4, it's a Gnats 4, flex 3. Coming up for the flex in the top of the 5th is Julian, Colton, and Bradley. But it's an hour and 45. Sam is taking the mound now for the Gnats.
We started the game at 9. We started the second game at 10:45. 10:33 when you stopped the game.
And that is Case at first base now. And Zane at third. All right. So Gnats have a 4-3 lead here in the. Let me switch innings here. We go to the top of the 5th. This is Doc of the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I'll be right back.
So do you have to upload the games after the games? So how do I find out the game that just played under your channel?
Go to live. And
So it's under live?
yeah. Oh, you know what? I know why it's not showing. I have to fix it because when I set it up where you see where it's set up coming, when it's like that, it automatically, even though I say public up there,
Right.
it shows up, it switches back to private. So I have to learn a switch.
Right.
So I'll do that shortly. But I don't have to do anything, just gotta flip that switch.
Gotcha.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Matter of fact, I'll do it in between things here as we go forward. All right, here we go. Julian steps in and takes ball 1. I believe that's ball 2 from Sam. Apologies, folks. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Sam, right down the middle, strike 1. Is ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 3-1 from Sam. Ball in the dirt, and that's ball 4. That puts Julian on. Julian is 1 for 1 so far. So leadoff walk. Colton steps in. So, hey, we're up to 549 subscribers. Let's get some more out there. It's a pitch by Sam in the dirt. It's 1-0. That allows Julian to go to second. Thank you so much for all your support, everyone. Hugely appreciated. And it's ball 2. And coach is going out to talk to his pitcher. Try to settle him down. That's why he's doing that. I'm going to see if I can make some adjustments here to a couple things for everybody. All right, so back to the action here. The bunt foul by Colton. Try to get the tying run over to third. And it is 2-1. Sam delivers the pitch. Ball in the dirt. That gets away. That's going to allow Julian to go to third base. On the pass ball. Ball 3 to Colton. So the time run is 90 feet away. And that's ball 4. So runners now at first and third. Nobody out. Back-to-back walks. That brings in Bradley. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI and scored. And that's going to be it for Sam. And we'll see who is coming in a moment, and it's going to be I thought I saw I don't have a 13 on my list here, so let me clarify that, and I'll let you know who that is, and we'll be right back. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network.
All right.
wrote his number really close to his name, and because he's in that little, there's a hole in the thing. Oh, yeah. So, where's 13? Where's he at? But I've been calling Brooks all day, so.
We're right. Either the first game was supposed to last longer or this game was supposed to be longer. We shouldn't even be playing.
The director's calling the main list to find out what.
When did you pitch? Yeah, when did you ever pitch? Never. They definitely put out Leo's stats. 100%. Yeah, so that's like not even maybe because that was in like 11 Leo, you pitched you did not pitch 2/17/23. Did Luke ever pitch that tournament? You did not pitch that tournament out once. The one we had this year, the first move up, when we got run ups. They put in Leo's stats for you. I cannot understand. Don't do it extra in the game. Leo! I won. Oh my God. The consolation game. No, 59. 59. Oh my God. Luke, you haven't pitched since 12 years. When you gave up, when you almost sold us the game at Cal Red. It sold our number one seed. It sold. There was 2 outs. Yeah. It was like a 3. Remember the kid on the stage? Jordan Chapin was like sitting up. He was like, I could go wrong, man.
All right, I got clarification. That is Brooks on the mound. I had his number written too close to his name on my book, so I'm having trouble finding him. Thank goodness some Gnats folks, big-time fans, are behind me and was able to help point that out. And I had to do a little help. I think the count is now 1-2. To a fan from a previous game. So now we're back at it. Apologies for the delay in the coverage there in terms of the crazy guy behind the mic here. But I love what I do. And it's a wild pitch. That's going to score another run. That's a tying run, and this game is tied 4-4. And I believe as that scored, Julian Colton is on third, 1 down. So that was Kenny. So Bradley is on second base. You know what? And my apologies. I totally missed what happened with Bradley. So sincere apologies, folks, on that. I will not let it happen again. 1 down, though, as Alex steps in the batter's box. Foul ball. And it's 0-1. I'll have to go back and watch the film myself to find out what he did to get on. My guess is a walk. But we'll see. So 0-1 count to Alex. Ground ball to third. Zane fields it. Over to first. In the dirt. Nice snag. Wow, nice snag over there by Case. Prevents another run from coming in. That would have been the go-ahead run. And that is 2 outs. So both outs by Zane. Wesley steps in. Marcus on deck. Go-ahead run at third. I think I did get clarification on what happened. It's foul ball, and so 1 count. It was an intentional walk to Bradley to load the bases to put a force out at every base. Foul ball right back at us. And it's 0-2. So Brooks has settled down a bit. Got 2 quick outs. And ahead 0-2 to Wesley. And the pitch. Ball low. 1-2. And the pitch. Ball off the plate. Cannon keeps it close. It's 2-2. Bradley at second. Colton at third. 1 run in. And the pitch. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There is 2 outs. Foul ball. And we'll do 3-2 again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. That is, oh, thank you, Coach. That is Colton at third, Bradley at second. Here's the payoff pitch from Brooks. Pop fly, blooper into right field, just over the first baseman glove. That's going to score 2, and the Flex now lead it 6-4. It's a throw down to second base, not in time. So on the throw, Wesley goes to second, gets 2 RBIs on the single, and Flex have opened this one up. So nice job out there by Wesley. Will go in and run for, I'm sorry, my bad. Wesley's running for himself. And the pitch. Ball up. Ball inside. It's 2-0. Sorry about that. Should be good now. There goes the runner. Wesley. And he's in there at third. It's ball 3. So 3-0. And that's ball 4. So Marcus is on with a 2-out walk. Runners on the corners. Beautiful afternoon here in Clearwater. There's a pitch. Line shot into right center field. That's going to score another run. Actually, and Marcus is held at third. Runners again on the corners. RBI single by Peyton. And it's now 7-4. So that's 2 RBI singles by Peyton in subsequent innings. So he's 2 for 3 on the day. So Peyton's at first, Marcus at second. I have a feeling Peyton's going to go. Jalen's at the plate. On deck is Bryce. And foul ball. So I was right. Peyton was going. Foul ball, sending back to first. He'll be going on this pitch for sure. Nope. Well, no pitch. Brooks and the Gnats thought the same thing, so they threw over to try to keep him there. I think no matter what they try to do, he's going to go. There he goes. Nope. He held off. There's a line shot in the right field. That's going to get down. Another run scores. Marcus comes in, and this is an 8-4 game. That puts runners on first and second. Still 2 outs. It's a ball high. That's a 1-0 count to Bryce. Bryce is 0 for 2. On deck is Talon. Swing and a miss. Runners hold. It's 1-1. Talon is also 0 for 2. Big inning, big 5th inning for the Flex. And the pitch. Ground ball back to second base. Braden over to first, and that is 3 outs. So, 5 runs on, let me double check the hits here. 3 hits. No errors. And 2 left on. At the end of 4.5, it is the Flex 8, Gnats 4. Coming out for the Gnats in the bottom of the 5th, it is Waylon, Braden, and back to the top of the order with William. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one to Whalen. Called strike two down the middle. Ball in the dirt. It's 1-2. It's now 2-2 to Whalen. Swing and a miss. And that is 3 outs, or 1 out. Sorry. Getting a little ahead of myself there. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. If everything holds true, this will be the last at bat. Braden steps in, called strike. And there's the pitch. Pop foul, or fly ball. Sorry, left side. It is in foul territory. Caught, and that's 2 down. Nice catch over there by not sure who that is. Number 27. For some reason, I don't have a 27, but that's okay. So I can't tell you who it is. So 2 down. Ball 1 from Bryce to William. Will's on deck. Ball in the dirt. 2-0. And the pitch. Ball outside. 3-0. And 3-0 pitch. Called strike. And now it's 3-1. So 2 outs. Nobody on. Gnats trail by 4 here in the bottom of the 5th. They're down to their last out. Fly ball. Second baseman's going back. Makes the catch, and that is 3 away. Nice catch out there by the second baseman. And that's the ball game, folks. Your final score here, it's going to be the Flex 8, Gnats 4 after that comeback in the 4th inning by the Flex to put up 5 runs and take that lead. So again, thanks for joining us here on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network's broadcast of Throw 'em the Heater tournament. This is Doc. We'll be back with our game number 3 between St. Pete Wahoos and the Florida Panthers. All right, thanks for joining us, folks, and we will see you shortly. Hope you'll tune in with us in just a little bit. Again, final score here, Flex 8, Gnats 4.